Yeah, that's right, everybody else is playing Metroid Prime Remastered, but meanwhile, I'm over here playing the actual best version of Metroid Prime Pinball, obviously. Yeah, no, the actual reason I'm playing Metroid Prime Pinball is because on my endless quest to try to understand Sonic the Hedgehog as much as I possibly can, I also like to explore and try to understand the influences and inspirations of Sonic, and of course, one of the many influences of Sonic is pinball. So I decided I want to finally give pinball as a game a real shot and try to understand pinball and see what's good about it, what's bad about it, and how it's influenced the Sonic series. And for right now, I'm just doing digital pinball because there's no arcades near me that have physical pinball machines. So, I've played like the Pinball FX a little bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, Metroid Prime Pinball, that's a thing that exists for some reason. Let me give that a look, let me see how it is. And it's okay, it's kind of fucking annoying in some ways, but I found that pinball just in general is kind of inherently annoying. But I have been enjoying pinball, it's kind of fun, I've been getting into it a little bit. I wasn't really initially planning on doing this, but now I'm thinking maybe I will do a dedicated video just on pinball games in Sonic, including like Sonic Spinball and Pinball Party and the pinball mode in Generations and all that kind of stuff. Eventually, we'll get to it. That's not what this video is about. I just figured I'd explain why this is the random background footage I have going on. So here we are. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Figured it would be a good idea to do another channel update video. It's been a bit since my last one, and there's been a lot of stuff going on lately, and quite a number of things that I want to talk about. I guess first thing to get out of the way would be that I was recently hacked. I'm not gonna go into too much of the details of what happened, because it really doesn't matter, but thankfully I realized what happened immediately, and I started taking action right away to hopefully prevent anything from happening, and so far, we're a couple weeks away from it occurring, and things seem okay for now, so I think it's relatively safe to say that I maybe dodged a bullet there. Thankfully, because that was a very fucking stressful experience, as you can imagine, and thank you very much to anyone who archived my videos. I was really worried about that if someone did get access to my channel and started to delete videos or whatever. I don't have any backups for those things, so I figured while I'm worried on more important things like trying to prevent my stuff from getting lost in the first place, maybe I can rely on all of you to do that. So thank you very much to anyone who archived my stuff. I really, really appreciate that. It's pretty awesome that I have an audience that I can rely on for things like that in sort of emergency situations. So really, really thank you very much. I cannot state how much I appreciate that enough. But that's not the only thing I want to talk about with the channel. I got a couple other things on my mind. For one thing, you probably have noticed that in the past couple of weeks, there haven't been quite as many uploads as in the past couple of months. And that's because, well, for one, I obviously wasn't working on any videos during the whole hacking crisis, but also I've started to, I don't want to say I've been getting burned out by how much I've been working on videos, but I have been working more than full-time hours on the YouTube channel for quite a while, and, it's starting to wear on me a little bit. Not in a way where I don't still enjoy making videos or don't want to keep making videos, but it's been a lot, and it's been very taxing and very exhausting, and while I wouldn't say I'm burned out right now, I would say that I was on the path to burning myself out, and so I want to prevent that from happening before it can even start, rather than working myself too much and then starting to get disillusioned with making videos and, starting to become unhappy with it. Rather than letting a problem like that occur, why don't we just prevent it in the first place? So I have started to cut back on how much I've been working on the YouTube channel, because it's not just that I have been working a lot on it, but it's also been very all-consuming to my life lately. Like, pretty much all of my free time and almost all of my thoughts have been dedicated to the channel. I've always been thinking about what my next video is gonna be, and alright, I'm gonna have to record footage for this game so that way I can make that video. And then there's the actual video making process, which takes a couple of days and a lot of work. And when I'm putting out, up to 3 or maybe even sometimes 4 videos a week, that basically just consumes my entire life, and it's just not a very healthy way to work, obviously. So I've been trying to work on getting a better balance of things so that way I'm not just devoting my entire life to making YouTube videos and I can actually, spend time with my friends and family and do things besides just make videos and play games solely to get footage to make more videos and do other things and my other hobbies and my other interests. The YouTube channel has been completely absorbing all of my free time for the past couple of months, and while that was fine for a while, now I'm feeling like, okay, I can't keep doing that, that's not sustainable. So going forward, the videos are gonna be coming out less often, probably aiming for maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, but I don't want to promise anything hard or set like that. I'm just going to work at whatever pace feels comfortable for me. If I feel like working on a video, I'm going to work on a video, and if I don't feel like working on a video, I'm not going to work on a video, and that's going to be that. Sorry if that's a bit disappointing. I know that my audience has grown very accustomed to me uploading very, very quickly, but it's just not something that I can keep on doing forever, so I'd rather just make the adjustment now so that way we can avoid any potential complications in the future. Another thing that goes hand in hand with that is all of the non-Sonic videos that I've been making lately, because I've said this multiple times and I'm gonna keep saying it. My intention for this channel was never for this to be a Sonic channel. If you look at like the first year of my uploads, I didn't make any Sonic videos at all. I was making videos about all kinds of other games. I had always intended to cover the Sonic series on my channel, but the initial idea was that I would do the Sonic games in like chunks. Like I would do all the classic games, take a break from Sonic, come back to it eventually at some point, who knows when, maybe even like a year later, and then maybe I'd do the adventure games, and then take another break from Sonic, and then I would do the handheld games, and take another break from Sonic. That's what I was initially thinking of doing, but quite frankly, there's so much fucking blue hedgehog running around in my head. I have so many thoughts about Sonic, and so many things that I want to share, that it was just driving me fucking nuts. I was like, I have to get all these video ideas out of my brain, so I stopped thinking about them, which is why I started to just marathon through a bunch of Sonic games in really quick succession. But now I'm starting to feel a bit fatigued on Sonic, because I've been talking about nothing but Sonic for several months at this point, and I just want to do something else. I want to play other games. I want to talk about other games. I want to stop thinking so much about this stupid fucking blue hedgehog, so I've just been wanting to do other things. And I'm still going to do Sonic videos. I've got some Sonic videos in the works right now, and some stuff that I'm thinking about, planning, working on in the future. It's going to happen. It's going to happen very soon, in fact. But there is going to be a larger influx of non-Sonic videos on my channel going forward. To be honest, it's been really nice for me these past couple of weeks not having to play or think about Sonic, and most likely, there will be more periods like this where I take extended breaks from Sonic and don't make any Sonic videos for a while, probably even longer breaks than this. And that is quite unfortunate for me in a certain way because, my channel has been built up by making Sonic videos, and so because of that, the YouTube algorithm has decided that my channel is a Sonic channel, and so when I make non-Sonic videos, they don't get nearly as many views as my Sonic videos do, not even remotely close. If you look at my last couple of video uploads, they've done pretty fucking awful compared to my usual stuff. I mean, really, this video is also going to do really terrible. If you're watching this video, then you're one of the rare few of my audience members that are fans of me and not Sonic fans. I know the situation. I know that by making so many Sonic videos in such quick succession, 90% of my audience is made up of Sonic fans and not necessarily Pariah695 fans. But honestly, that is part of the reason I want to start doing more non-Sonic videos, because if I just keep doing Sonic videos because those get better views, then I'm just gonna even further pigeonhole myself into being a Sonic channel, and that'll just make it even harder to break away from Sonic and start doing other things, because there is going to be an end to the Sonic videos on my channel. There are a finite number of Sonic videos I want to make, and once I've made all of them, that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna make any more Sonic videos, and I'm gonna move on to other things. I'll come back to Sonic when new games come out and there's new stuff to talk about, but I'm not going to be talking about Sonic on a regular basis after I have covered all the games and talked about everything I want to talk about. No need to panic though, there's still plenty of Sonic games to go, because I'm not just going to be doing the official stuff, I'm also going to be covering many Sonic fan games, plus also Sonic-like games like your Freedom Planets and your Spark the Electric Jesters, and so on and so forth. Plus, I'm going to be doing videos about the Sonic cartoons, the animes, the comics, probably the movies as well, etc., as well as many other one-off Sonic videos like I've sprinkled around here and there up to this point. So we still got plenty of Sonic videos left to go. I can still keep milking this fucking hedgehog for quite a while yet. But just know, eventually, it is going to come to an end. And if I'm being realistic, I predict that once I stop covering Sonic videos, my channel is going to crash hard, and I'm gonna have to build myself back up. Which is part of the reason I want to start doing more non-Sonic videos now and sprinkling them in with my Sonic videos so that hopefully I can build more Pariah 695 fans that will stick around after I stop covering Sonic and after all the Sonic fans leave. I don't want to be Pariah 695 the Sonic guy, or Pariah 695 the Zelda guy. I want to be Pariah 695 the guy that makes, hopefully, interesting videos about video games. I've only covered Sonic so much because it's something that I particularly care about, but there's plenty of other things that I also care about that I also want to make videos on. Another factor is that I would like this channel to get back to being what it was before I started covering Sonic, which is that I would play games that I wanted to play and felt like playing just as a player of games, and then I would make videos out of the games that I was playing. Whereas with Sonic, I haven't been playing these Sonic games because I feel like playing these Sonic games right now. I have specifically been playing these Sonic games to make videos out of them, which I still enjoy very much because I really like the Sonic games, but, you know, it is very different from playing a game because you want to for fun and playing a game for work. My ideal goal with this channel would be to merge those two things together and play the games I want to play just because I want to play them, and then make videos out of them. That's what the Hi-Fi Rush video was. That was a game that I just saw, it looked super cool, and I wanted to play it. And additionally, I thought I could make a good video out of it, so it just worked on both fronts. With Sonic, there's been a lot of games that I've been wanting to play over the past several months that I've not been playing because instead I've been spending my time playing Sonic games. Which I don't want to make it sound all doom and gloom and woe is me, oh no, I have to play a certain type of video game instead of a different type of video game. Like, I'm not anything like that. Again, I am enjoying the process because I still do like these games, but I would just rather be playing games that I just feel like playing inherently, which is why I started covering the Zelda series, because for a very long time I have been wanting to marathon through the Zelda series just on my own, not to make videos. I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to play that as a lead up to the sequel to Breath of the Wild. So with the Zelda Was Always Good series, that's different than Sonic. That is a case of I'm playing these Zelda games because I want to, and then I'm making videos out of it, which I think is a much healthier relationship for me to have with the games that I make videos out of. It helps prevent playing games to get footage from feeling like a job, because if I wasn't making videos, I'd still be playing these Zelda games anyway. So that's what I want to keep doing. I'm going to keep doing Sonic Was Always Good and the Story of Sonic videos. I'm going to keep doing Zelda Was Always Good videos because I want to. I'm probably going to sprinkle in more random games here and there, just stuff I feel like playing, and I'm just going to do whatever I want with the channel. I'm sorry if that means that you're not going to get as many Sonic videos as you would like, but this is what I want to do. Unfortunately, it is going to be overall detrimental to my income from the channel and my general views, and it's probably going to limit my growth because I'm not riding the Sonic wave. But, you know, I guess that's just how it is. I more value the video making process for me being something that I enjoy doing. And sadly for me, it's also going to mean that turning this into a viable, sustainable job is something that's not going to be attainable as quickly or potentially even at all if breaking away from Sonic is going to damage my channel's growth very, very significantly, which it absolutely could, because I'd basically be starting from nearly square one again if I totally abandoned Sonic, or rather, when I totally abandoned Sonic. But hopefully I can manage to make things work out without having to rely on Sonic as a crutch, and I can make videos outside of Sonic that will get some decent viewership. I've got some ideas in mind that should be coming out pretty soon, of videos that I hope will do pretty well. You know, that has been a thing. I don't know if you've noticed on the channel, but I have started to make videos with an active effort of trying to grow the channel viewership. Beyond just Sonic was always good in the story of Sonic, a lot of my one-off videos, part of the intention of them was to try to reach a broader audience and help my channel grow faster, like the video on Sonic-like games and the What Is It About Sonic video, the Amy video I did. Of course, I did just want to make those videos, and I'm very proud of a lot of those videos, especially the What Is It About Sonic one, but part of the idea behind those videos was trying to make something a little bit different that might catch new attention to the channel. And generally, that has worked out. Those videos generally have done quite a bit better than my usual stuff, and I do have quite a number of ideas for other videos like that, both within and without Sonic. So hopefully more videos like that can lead to more growth, and then we'll see what happens there. I don't know if any of you care about this stuff. This is more just about me on the business side of things, of wanting to turn this into a job. That really doesn't have anything to do with any of you, but I figure if you're watching this video, you probably care about me to some capacity, right? Hopefully. And if you're watching this video, I assume you've been around for long enough and watched enough of my stuff that you know what's up with how I like to run things here. I really don't like to do a lot of the typical YouTuber stuff that, quite frankly, you should do if you want to be successful on YouTube. But I really just don't like doing stuff like that, you know, asking people to like, comment, and subscribe and all that crap, you know. It annoys me when I watch videos and I have to sit through that shit, so I don't want to put that in my videos. And, like, taking sponsorships is a thing that I kind of would rather not do for various reasons, because then, like, that's on the video forever, and I'm only going to get paid, you know, for a limited amount of time, and then that's just there. And personally, I feel it's kind of gross in a certain way, that, like, it no longer feels like my videos are something that I am trying to deliver to you, but instead now, I am just the middleman being used by some corporation that's just trying to deliver ads to you and is using my channel as a method to do it. I mean, I guess that's the same exact thing as YouTube ads, but at least it's not baked directly into the video. I guess I'll say this right here, right now. I do have a Ko-fi page that I accept donations from, and if anybody would like to donate to me, that would be massively, massively appreciated. Not at all necessary. I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to pity people into donating to me or anything, but the channel has been getting notably less views in the past couple of months, and stuff like that would really help a lot. Honestly, my ideal vision for the channel one day that I would love is to completely operate the channel entirely on donations and completely disable ads. I would much rather be funded by my direct audience, by people that actually care about what I'm doing, than advertisers that are just trying to use me to sell ads to you that you probably don't even really want to watch. But, you know, that's a distant pipe dream that's probably never even gonna happen, so I'm not holding my breath for that. Another thing I want to talk about for a little bit is some of the videos I've been putting out. In particular, I really want to talk about my What Is It About Sonic video from a couple of months ago. I was really happy with that video and how it came out and the reception it got. That was a very important video, a very special video to me that I've been wanting to make for a very long time. And I'm really happy that it seems to have resonated with a lot of people, and it got generally a very positive reception. That is one I was quite worried about, because it's so different than my usual stuff. You know, I'm such a cynical, snarky fucker most of the time that being a bit more open with things like that and getting a little bit more emotional and sincere, that's, you know, that's something that can be very scary to throw something like that out there into the public for everybody to see, but fortunately it ended up working out pretty well. I got a lot of really nice comments in that video, a lot of people saying that it was a very emotionally impactful video and that they really liked it a lot. And I'm very happy about that. As an artist, that is something that I've always wanted to achieve, is make something that really emotionally touches people in a powerful way. I thought I would do that with writing books. I certainly didn't expect it to happen with video making, but I'm very happy that I was able to achieve that. That's an accomplishment right there that I'm very proud of. And then on the flip side of things, there was also the recent Amy video I did, which generally had a fairly amount of positive reception, but it also did certainly have quite a bit of resistance to it, which I fully expected. It's a very divisive topic, to say the least, and my opinions are very irregular about Sonic in general in many ways, so I was definitely not surprised by some of the responses I got in that video, but that's perfectly fine. You know, discussing the differences in our opinions and how we feel about things, that's healthy discourse, so long as people don't start yelling at each other and attacking people, and a lot of things that sometimes happens in the Sonic community, unfortunately. Honestly, half the reason I made that video was just because I came up with that Amy story, and I thought that it was pretty good, and I just wanted to share it and hear what people had to say about something like that. And actually, I would like to ask you all, how do you feel about me doing stuff like that, of kind of telling my own stories in videos? Because, you know, I've done a couple of little segments in my Sonic story videos where I kind of rewrite sections of games here or there, and that was just an entirely original story that I basically just told in, you know, kind of spoken language storytelling, like they did back in ye olden days, before games and movies and even books. And I thought it was pretty cool. You know, people resonate a lot with my story videos, and so I thought, hey, what if I tried to do a story video like that, where I break it down and actually, like, look at the components and the aspects of the storytelling that's being done here, but for one of my own stories, a story that no one's ever heard before. Like, would this be an effective way to tell stories? And, would you guys be interested in hearing more stories like that from me? Because as a writer and a Sonic nerd, obviously I've thought a lot about my own Sonic story ideas and what I would like to do. And, you know, that's where that whole Amy thing even came from, and I do have other ideas that I could do similar videos on, like dedicated videos of me just telling my own stories or whatever. That's something that I kind of would like to try doing if you guys would be interested in stuff like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more of that stuff. I did get a number of people saying that they want to see more Let's Talk About X character videos, which, to be honest, I had zero intention of doing initially. That really was just supposed to be a one-off video about Amy in particular because there was a specific topic I wanted to talk about. I really didn't think about doing other videos like that for other characters, but considering how many people were asking for it and how that video went over, maybe I can try doing stuff like that with other characters. You all know how I feel about Silver. I wouldn't necessarily mind trying to fix that character and see if I can't make him work a little bit better. I don't know if I would do more pitching for gameplay-oriented stuff in those kinds of videos, just because I think that could probably have a better home in a different kind of video. But talking about characterization and story potential, and maybe even telling a bit of a short story focused on a character, that's something that maybe I can do a bit more. Actually, that Amy story originated from a different place. It originally came from an idea that I had a long time ago where I wanted to make some Sonic fan comics. Some of you are aware that I am working on a Sonic fan comic, and that is still going. Still progressing very nicely. I'm very happy with how things are going. You'll see it one day, eventually, when it's done. I post some in-progress pages every now and then on my Twitter if you want to go check those out. And what I've already put up has probably made it very evident at this point that the comic that I'm working on is essentially a retelling of Sonic 2, but particularly the comic is focused on Tails as a character, because my initial idea for this whole comic thing was that I could potentially maybe want to do multiple one-off comics kind of like this, where each one would focus in on one of the different main Sonic characters. One for Sonic, one for Knuckles, one for Eggman, one for Tails, etc., etc. And so that Amy story came from, well, what would Amy's comic be, and me just trying to think through it. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do more Sonic fan comics, because this is a lot of work and it's taken a very long time, and doing like 4 or 5 or whatever a number of these things, that's probably realistically just not going to happen. So instead of taking these story ideas and just throwing them away and no one ever gets to hear them, I thought, hey, why don't I try to rework that story into a new form and put it into a video? So I do already have a couple of other story ideas banked that I could make into videos. So potentially be excited for some Pariah story time videos or something like that. And that's it for now. That's all that I wanted to talk about. Thanks for sticking around and being fans of mine. I'm really glad that so many people enjoy my videos. Even after I've been doing this for a while at this point, I still find it so strange that so many people like to listen to me ramble about video games so much. I hope in the future I can continue to make videos that y'all enjoy. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.